Good morning, guys. Leslie at Inskeep Acres. Oh, we're going to milk test today. Trying to carry all my stuff out this morning. Got my bag. Got my hands full. But I'm not going to record while my tester's here. I will, once I put all my stuff down, I'll just kind of show you what I've got, what we need to do. I'll go over afterwards and kind of show you some stuff too. Oh, where's Apani? What are you talking about, Apani? One-handed here, guys. Here. Oh, babies! Hi! Hi! Good morning! Alright, let me get my stuff put down. Alright, guys. Kind of got everything somewhat set up here. So, what we're going to do when my supervisor gets here is put a dough on the stand. Same thing as usual. Wash her udder, strip her teats. Then we will milk into the bucket. We will take milk from that bucket. We'll kind of slosh it around to stir it up. And then it will go into one of these test vials. We'll go, let's see. We put their number on top. 13 is Karma. And it has a little preservative pill. I don't know if it'll in there. So when we're milking, testing twice a day, I don't know if you can see this line on it, we will fill it up halfway with a milk sample in the morning and the other half in the evening. So right now, since I'm only separating the kids and milking the does once a day, we will fill it all up in the morning. Then before we sample it, we have to weigh it. So I've got my scale. We will weigh it minus the bucket weight. And I will write that down, and I'll go over our paperwork later. But we have to weigh it, and then we will sample it. And then I'll just put it into my jar like I normally do. And then I just have a piece of paper out here that I just write down their number, their name, and then I'll write their weight down. Then once I get inside, then I will go ahead and transfer it to my actual barn sheet. So I like to put it on the notebook paper. That way, in case I mess something up, I'm not trying to scratch it out on my barn sheet and stuff like that. So once we're done with our milking, I will come back and kind of show you what we got. The does aren't milking super high right now. Of course, typical me. I missed on the first two, Apani and Treble. I missed getting their first milking in the first 45 days. Seems like every year I do that. It's just the first ones. I just kind of, I don't know if I slack on a little bit or I just get busy and don't realize, but so I didn't get theirs in their first 45, and that's kind of when their peak production is. So we will, once we get started today, everybody else will be within that time frame, and then we can test every 16 to 45 days. I try to do once a month. Sometimes it's a little shorter, sometimes it's a little longer. It just depends on kind of how everybody's availability works out. So everybody's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and feed some bottle babies while I wait for them to get here. it's about that time, so should be pretty soon. All right, we have Remy here. We're gonna see, fingers crossed. Last ultrasound looked like she could possibly be bred. Let's see. Gotta look at my buttons here, and let's go. I know when I went back in and watched her last ultrasound, it looked like I didn't think she was, I don't remember if I don't think she was bred when we were out here or if I thought possibly, but it was hard to tell. I did adjust my depth a little bit. I have to look, but I think it's been about 2 weeks since I last did the ultrasounds. I'm not seeing anything on here for Remy's that really stands out. I will compare it to the last ultrasound and see if there's any noticeable difference, but I'm not seeing anything right at this moment that says she's bred. So for right now, I'm gonna say, no, I can't zoom in at that depth. I'm gonna say that she's open. I'm not sure kind of what's all of this is. I mean, every now and then I catch where maybe it could be sacs, but I will look. I didn't bring my papers outside where I had written the last date that she was with Chip. So I mean, I guess maybe there's a chance that if he got her there at the very end, that maybe she's just getting ready to start being visible on ultrasound. I don't know. So I'll put whatever the last date they were together, how many days along she could possibly be from that, but I'm not seeing anything on here, I don't believe. Like I said, I'll see what I find when I edit this, but unless I find something when I edit, I'm going with Remy's open, not bred. Next is Jelly Bean. I'm going to get a little bit more gel and figure out what's going on here. This could be, they're not very defined, but could be sacs up there. Maybe one there and one there. Can't quite tell. That is up pretty high on her. Not sure if this is possibly something there. I mean, it almost looks like here and here there's possibly something moving. She's not shaved really well that far up, so I mean that almost looks like maybe there could be a spine there. But that view doesn't really look like a spine. A little more gel. I really kind of wonder what this is here. It almost looks like maybe there's a sac above it. So I'm not convinced that she's bred, but there could be something here. The last one today is Mazikeen. Kind of see if I can get zoomed in here. And just kind of trying to zoom in and see this area, but I'm not. maybe something here, but again, just like the others, I'm not convinced. I'll compare it to the last ultrasound, but right at this second, I'm not seeing anything different than what I saw last time. I don't think. I know, Maz, hold on. There's a few spots there that kind of interest me, but not sure what all that is. Well, Taya is less than impressed with having a kidding clip. So she was literally laying down flat. So I couldn't get any of her udder. The only thing I could get was her tail. So I stood her up and I just put a water bucket under her belly. She's comfortable because it's touching her belly. She feels like she's laying down. And it's not a great job, but we got a quick kidding clip in on her. Like I said, not the best job, but it'll be a lot easier to clean her up now. And she's just happily eating. Maybe not super happy because, you know, her ears are kind of down, but she's eating. She's content. I'm going to take the bucket out and let her finish. I got the next 4 due. They're kidding clips. That's Sangria. The rest of them must have went inside. But we got Sangria, Destiny, Foxy, and Taya. They're kidding clips. It has been pouring on and off while I was in the goat shed. So everything that was dry is already starting to get slimy. There's the boys. We're gonna go in and discuss our milk test stuff that we did. And that's probably about it for the day then. We're gonna do a quick overview of kind of what our milk test entails, what we did this morning. Joey's gonna supervise us, I guess. So this is the milk sample box that I send back to the lab, and each one is labeled with a dose index number. That's how the lab keeps track of them. And that little preservative tablet that was in there kind of turns the milk orange. So once it is now dissolved, I'm going to go ahead and shake that up a little bit. So it turns the milk slightly orange color, but that's what keeps the milk fresh and preserved while it's in shipping to the lab. So I'll show you another one here. I don't know if I can get side by side. It's kind of hard to tell. Doesn't show on camera as well as it does in person, but I'm going to put these in order by number here. 13 is Karma's. 13, 14, 19 will go here. So basically, whoops, just going to go through, make sure that the tops are on tight, spread that preservative around. This way we don't have to refrigerate them or send them with an ice pack. Then as more doughs freshen, we'll just fill out more of these. And eventually our box will be full. Well, if Remy, Bean, and Maz are not bred, we'll have 3 out because this box holds 20. So Karma was on here from our from our testing last year. So all of these doughs were on here from last year, and then I had to write in anybody that's new that is not tested with us yet, and their code. Let's see if I can get 2. It means that they kidded, and the date. And down here, Fergie, Latte, and Classy. This is their first lactation, their first fresheners. So that indicates to the lab that this is their first time, and their dates. And then I put their milk weights in here, and everything is done in 1/10 of a pound. So Karma was 7/10 of a pound, and Treble was 1 pound and 3/10. Now, I think, I don't remember, I have to look at my sheet, but if they were like 1.25, then you round up that 2.5 to 3. Apani was only 9/10. Cupid was 1 pound and 4/10. Fergie was 0.9, so 9/10. Latte was 9/10, and Classy was 1.1, so 1 1/10 of a pound. Now, Treble and Apani kidded all the way back at the end of January. And then Cupid and Fergie were mid-February, and Latte and Classy were the end of February. So Latte and Classy are probably right about where I should have had their first testing done. The rest of them I am behind, so they're going to lose a little bit on their testing as far as I didn't get them done as early as I should have. So that's on me, but hopefully we can still get them their full test in, 8 tests. I think it's 240 days in milk. I'll have to go back and look. I'll put it on the screen if it's different than that, but this is only my, second year. This is my second year or third year on milk test. I'll have to look. I think, I don't know. I'll put it on the screen what it is. I'll have to go back through my dates. I think it's my third year. But the first year we just had a couple doughs and just kind of partially, until I figured it all out. We didn't really have a first full year until last year, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but we're working on it, trying to get our stuff together. So That's about all that there is. I will take this to the post office and get it sent in, and then once I get the results back, I'll show you that. That's it, guys. Have a good day. See you on the next one.